In an age of instant information, it gets harder and harder for companies to get away with silly mistakes. And in most times, to our entertainment, those mistakes transform into full-on PR disasters. Back in 2017, Adidas sent an email to Boston Marathon runners congratulating them for finishing this iconic race. The email read, "Congrats, you survived." Well, shit, that's one way of putting it. Now I want to pivot towards our friends in Japan, and in particular, the good folks at Studio White Fox. Known for amazing anime series like Steins Gate, Re:Zero, Devil's a Part-Timer, and Goblin Slayer. Earlier this year, Studio White Fox fumbled the bag worse than Subaru rejecting Best Girl and did something so sexist that it would have gotten a standing ovation from Andrew Tate himself. But if you guys don't want to fumble the bag, and also not as sexist, subscribe to my channel today and like this video if you got some form of entertainment from it. Okay, Revy baby! Roll that intro. On Feb 28th, 2022, Studio White Fox director Gaku Iwasa made a series of tweets apologizing to the general public. It was a response to the studio being caught in 8K for making a sexist job post for a production assistant job. The listing specifically requested only women under the age of 26 should apply to this position. When JP Twitter caught wind of this, they were not happy and unloaded on White Fox. Due to this public outlash, White Fox quickly revised his job post to now say it's open to any person up to the age of 30. So, the studio listened, made corrections based on the general public's feedback. End of story, right? No. Like the aforementioned Adidas examples, you could say this studio dropped a PR dookie on this one. Director Iwasa, in his apology tweets, personally explained the company has advertised this assistant position in this way since the founding of the company, aka year 2007. And in addition, they have just learned of the existence of the Equal Employment Opportunity Law, a Japanese law which was passed 50 years ago in 1972 and states that companies are required to provide equal employment for men and women. So pretty much, y'all are apologizing because y'all got caught, not because you particularly care about gender equality employment. Hence, that's why nothing was done about this for 15 years since the company's founding. Additionally, it's borderline crazy that the anime studio rep brought up a 50-year-old law and said that they never knew this law existed. That's like if halal guys started to cook their falafel in a 100-ton coal fire pit in Central Park, and then when their asses get caught, they're like, "Oh, Sumi, sorry. We just found out about the 1970 Clean Air Act. We will be better from now on." Iwasa ends his tweets apologizing for the discomfort White Fox has caused and will endeavor to improve the workplace environment while being open to learning about things outside our comfort zone. Oh my god, it's like a 17-year-old is running their PR department. Acknowledging that you have no idea that women and men should both be given an equal chance to apply for a position doesn't equate to stepping out your comfort zone. In reaction to all of this, online users have been completely baffled by how White Fox handled the situation. I really want to break this down. Firstly, I want to point to a concept called Christmas cake. Because Christmas cakes go on discount after December 25th, Christmas cake is a derogatory Japanese slang that refers to unmarried women who are over the age of 25 and are considered past their prime and old. This coincides with the job posting that White Fox made, asking for young Japanese women, kind of expect them to be straight out of college, in their prime, and not really thinking about having children. Because having children equates to maternity leave, which equates to more work for the overall team. So how could a notable and well-established studio like White Fox get away with all this blatant sexism? gender inequality is so ingrained in Japanese culture and the workplace. Here are the hard facts. According to the Global Gender Gap Index, Japan is ranked 121 in a list of 153 countries. Here's another stat. 15% of overall Japanese leadership positions are held by women. A 2018 Kantar study shared that only 4% of Japanese people feel comfortable having a woman as a CEO versus the 63% number in the US version of this same survey. Statistically, it ain't looking too good for Japanese women. I mean, a blatant example of this sexism was notably displayed not once, but twice during the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. The creative chief of the Tokyo Olympics, Hiroshi Sakaki, who looks like my asshole after taking a dump eating Taco Bell at 3 a.m., this crazy boy resigned after publicly making comments roasting a plus-size entertainer named Naomi Watanabe, describing her as a Olympic. In Exhibit B, you have the chair of the Japanese Olympic Committee, Yoshiro Mori, who looks like the left nut of a Buddhist monk after getting his balls kicked in. This 83-year-old man was forced to step down after stating during a meeting that women talk too much. Examples of high-profile Japanese men in power saying and doing sexist things is just part of the norm. Now the question arises, why are they letting these NTR ugly bastards get away with all the shit? There are many factors that contribute to this inequality, but many experts point to this very important Japanese concept, which is part of their culture, called Kuki-o Yomu, or the art of reading the air. In the West, we boast reading between the lines, but in Japan, it's the complete opposite. In Japan, if one does not have a good handle in reading the air, it could honestly lead to blowing whole-ass business deals and even ruin personal relationships. It's like God-tier customer service, but to a fault. So going back to the Studio White Fox example, that would be what prevented anybody to speak out about this blatant sexism revolving around this job post. Because God forbid, if they spoke out, that would have made things awkward and in some cases deemed as disrespectful. So hopefully this gives you the full context of why White Fox tried to snake themselves out of this crazy situation. No matter why it was done in the first place, why they didn't acknowledge the sexism for 15 years and ignorantly reference a 50-year-old Japanese law. It can be seen as a stupid PR epic fail, but the truth is, things are much darker and deeper. But what do you guys think about this situation? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. This has been your boy U-Man. Until next time, peace out.